Hi YouTube, my name is Christian Camille and I'm here with another collective message for the week. My last collective message, I posted it on Thursday, I think, of last week. And I was going to wait till Thursday this week to post another. But this morning I woke up with post a message. So I'm going to post a message. I just feel good. I woke up feeling good. And believe me, it took a long time to get there. Nothing special, but if it's anything for me, I'm sure it has to be something for you, and that's with the sun being in a Leo. I don't know if it's just me, but I'm so happy we are out of Cancer season. Cancer season was heavy. The whole entire month, all I did was just cry and purge and question my life and where I'm going and what am I going to do, and it's just too much. But I'm feeling a lot better now. And you know what? Just like summer days, and today in particular, the day is bright. I just pray that those with eyes and ears to hear will be able to hear and see this message. I have regular playing cards. There's no major arcana and there's no pages. Nevertheless, the message that needs to be sent will be sent. I just pray that I am an open vessel to be used to deliver the message, but not only deliver the message, but deliver the message well. I will be doing a Celtic cross. Let's get started. Central issue. 7 of Swords. Crossed by 7 of Cups. Root. King of Swords. I'm so happy to see this. This is how we ended our last message, was the King of Swords. This was our outcome. And to see that this is our root lets me know that we've been doing the work, or trying to, considering it in some way. But this is our root. So this is letting me know we're doing our work. In the past, 5 of Cups. I like that. Where we can draw our strengths and what is above it all, which is the Knight of Wands. Immediate future, which I say 2 weeks out, within 2 weeks out. King of Wands. The approach we should take. Queen of Wands. What is in our environment that we don't know, that we should know, but we'll know now? 4 of Wands. Catch-22 card. That's our hopes and fears. 6 of Swords. An outcome. 2 of Pentacles. Central card. 7 of Swords. Deception. Betrayal. Sneakiness. Being a fox. Trickster card. What I get from this card is not necessarily all the bad things. This card is a good card when necessary. Sometimes we don't need to tell everybody what we're doing. It's not everybody's business. When you're going through certain things in life, it's not necessarily, but when we're going through some things in our lives, it's not for us to share with everyone. Some things we got to hold close to our chest, especially when you're going through an ascension, or you're going through a transformation, you're going through a process in your life. Those gems need to be held dear. Not only that, but everybody around you is not on your level. They won't get it. Some people you can't necessarily talk to them about it. They won't get it. God has positioned us in a place where we will find our tribe. We'll find our people. But until we get there, you know what? Standing alone is okay. Being a lone wolf is okay. I have lots of people that I know of that I can just spill my problems to. But I don't. I have 3 people that I talk to. And those 3 people are people from different parts of the country that I connected with on YouTube. And God knows I thank Him every day for those 3 people that I connect with. Are they in my everyday life? No. But are they there when I need them? Yes. Can I call my friend around the corner? No. Do I talk to my family? No. This card is necessary. Not necessarily for all the bad things. Think of the good. Self-preservation. That's when this card pops up. Sometimes keeping things close to the chest is exactly where you need to be. Cherish that. Crossed by the 7 of Cups. 7 of Cups. A man is presented with 7 options. In our process of ascension or transformation or going from one step to another, going from one old chapter to the new chapter, we start from ground zero. We have so many things that are open to us, but we don't know how to choose. I'm exactly in that space. I don't know where God wants me to work. I don't know who God wants me to connect with. I don't know what God wants me to do about my living accommodations. I don't know. I don't know what He wants me to do as far as anything. I just know I'm open. In the meantime, I'm taking the time to look at all my options and how I got here and where I'm going and what to do next and the lessons that I've learned and where I've upgraded in my own life. I'm doing the analyzation. I'm speaking life into my future. How I want it to be so much different from my past. It might be a struggle because we have too many options. We don't know where to start. That's okay. Just knowing you're in a better headspace in order to self-reflect and to look at your future in a different light is all where you need to be. You damn sure know you don't want to do what you did in the past over again. Because anybody that knows it best is me and a handful of other folks, and hopefully you too. Transformation is not fun. The process is not easy. And I don't want to swindle my time with playing around with a bunch of BS when I'm in a period in time in my life where we can upgrade. King of Swords is at our root. Anybody that looked at my message before, hopefully you went back and listened to it a few times. I know I did. That hit me in places that I didn't think that it would, but it made sense. You have to be clear. And seeing that this pops up in our root lets me know that people are actually starting to do that. Draw from this. Once you get clear, you can see where the BS is in your life and what you're willing to deal with and what you're not willing to deal with. What you're willing to let go, because it's not serving us any good. It damn sure is not going to help us in our path moving forward. In the past, 5 of Cups. The pity card. The pity party card. That's what I call this card. The pity party card. This is in the past. In the past. It lets me know that we've recognized the 2 cups that are fully functionable, that are still standing. We grabbed those 2 cups, and you know what? If I had to, guess what? Toast to my motherfucking self. Clink, clink. But we're not loathing in our sadness anymore. Yes, it serves its purpose. Yes, I'm not saying that we couldn't have been sad. Feel it, deal with it. Don't live there. It's in the past. Knight of Wands. This is in our strengths, what we can draw from our strengths. Knight of Wands. In order to get to him, you have the Ace of Wands, which is the first card. And then you have all the cards from Ace all the way to 10 of Wands. Then you get a Page in your regular Rider-Waite, and then you have the Knight. We've jumped. There's something that set us off. This card, what I'm feeling right now, lets me know we're ready. Whatever that ambition is, whatever your future sights is on, whatever you want to move forward in, you're ready. Not only ready, but this is a fire secondary transit being fire. We have the desire, we have the passion, we have the goal, we have the drive to move forward. Hold on to that. And that muted future, King of Wands. Not only do we have the drive to move forward, and we went from a knight to a king. This is lovely. Like, I'm getting all this, ooh, that's what it feels like, ooh. It makes me feel good. Not only do we have passion to move forward, but going to the knight, to the king, lets me know that we are leaders. We have a directive, an outline, something for me to be a boss in, something for us to what's the words that I want to say? Nothing's going to get in his way. He has the plans. His secondary transits is air. Fire, air. He thinks, yes. He does. He's thought about what it is that he wants to do. We drew our strengths from the knight. He has the passion. He has the insightfulness. That's not the word I'm looking for. He has the, what's it called? Inspiration. That's the word I'm looking for. He has the inspiration. He's thought about the inspiration, and he made a plan. Now he knows exactly where he wants to go. Not only does he know where he wants to go, but he's a boss. He knows what it takes to get there. He knows how to drive that ship. He knows what he's doing. And nothing's going to stop him. Go to a King of Wands if you want to, especially when he thinks he's Mr. Big Bucks. He's going to look at you like you crazy, and he's going to ask you to step aside. That's nice. I like it. Our approach. How should we go forward? What should our approach be? And we got the Queen of Wands. The most cards we got so far are wands. First thing that popped up in my head was Leo season. We can draw from that. Nevertheless, I digress. Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands. She not only has the fire to do, she can work a crowd. She can talk to folks. She can finesse like the next. No, not even the next. Can't nobody finesse like the Queen of Wands. She on her shit. She's well put together. You know, she know how to work a room. She has passion and fire and desire, just like the rest of the suits. But what stands her apart is she is tapped into her intuition. She's tapped into her intuition. Not only do we have to have the drive and all the attributes that the Queen of Wands present, but we also have to be in tune with ourselves and with God above, our higher selves. Her secondary chances is water. She's not so quick like the Knight. She's not so bullheaded like the King. She's tempered by water. Nothing stands in her way either. She knows how to finesse a room when she's ready to finesse a room. She knows how to present herself. She knows how to talk to people, you know. She has a lot of charisma and charm. But she knows who to display those gifts to. She knows when to talk to the right people. She's led by her intuition. She's not wasting her time with a bunch of peasants. She's working with the people that can shake a space. Important people. Not saying that she's only talking to politicians. She's only talking to celebrities. She's only talking to, CEOs. She's not. Whatever sanction in your life that you are at, you're going to know by your intuition who is important to you at that time. Who you should spend your time with. Who you should talk to. Sorry, you guys. She ghetto. Anyway. She knows by tapping into her intuition exactly who she needs to spend her time with. She's not going to waste her time. She got too much charisma, too much of a gift. She's too in tune with her intuition to know, I won't pass on you, buddy. I need to be doing this. I need to be doing that. That's who I need to talk to. I have to position myself in the right space, time, in order to be where I need to be, in order to get stuff done. She knows when to bring it back. It's a good card. Another good card. In our environment that we don't know about, that we will know about now, we should know about, that we don't know about, we will know now. 4 of Wands. Our stability. If you're worried about your stability, don't worry about it. If you want to strengthen your stability, it will be with this approach that we've already talked about. 4 walls of stability. If I try to think of them off top, it's our foundation, it's our jobs, it's our family, it's our friends, it's our spirituality. 4 walls plus the foundation. Family, friends, job, spirituality. That's what surrounds us, right? We'll move into the right places. Being positioned in the right places to strengthen this. Yeah, that's all I got from that card. Catch-22 card. 6 of Swords. Afraid of moving forward. Hoping to move forward. God doesn't give us anything that we cannot handle. The bad times, we have excessive burdens on our back, whatever it may be. You can't stay there forever. Even when you're presented with new gifts in your life, a new job, a new confidant, a new potential partner, a new home to live in, a new mentality. We've learned things along the way. And sometimes we just can't stay there. We have to move forward. Sometimes we outgrow our old clothes. We shed like a snake. We have to leave some things behind. Maybe that's the fear itself, leaving things behind. But if we don't leave things behind, we'll never get what is for us in the future. What a lot of people don't know is, yes, there's fear in taking a leap or moving in a direction that we've never been in before. However, traditionally in this card, you see two people in a boat and the waters is troubled on one end and it's calm on the other. Sometimes once you get going, you realize, wow, it's not so bad. It's a lot easier than I ever expected before. We just got to get going. It's not so bad. Outcome card. Two of Pentacles. First thing that comes to mind with this card is we've learned a lot of tools. We've learned a lot of tools. We learned a lot about ourselves. But in the process of shedding, like a snake, or changing, or turning one page to the other, it's a process. And it doesn't simultaneously happen in a snap. We don't know how long it took that snake to shed his skin. We have no clue. You know? We don't know. That snake probably been trying to rub up against a tree for a week before that old skin came off. He don't got no arms and legs. He got to wiggle out of that. Even, this is another scenario. I went to the pool with my kids like 3 weeks ago. And I'm like, oh, I'll be fine. You know, my ex-husband, he handed me some sunscreen. I'm like, I'm going to be in the shade. I'll be cool. You know, nothing to worry about. I got a little melanin. Yeah, I enjoyed the pool and the water and everything. And little do I know, 3 days later, I started peeling like a mofo. Peeling. It was so annoying. It didn't matter how much lotion I put on. I tried scrubbing with the exfoliator to help the process even faster and in the shower. You name it. No, I took my kids to the pool again last Friday. And my daughter was like, ugh. I was still peeling. 2 weeks later, I was still peeling. The process is not overnight. And just like the Two of Pentacles, we're going to be juggling where we want to go and where we've been and what we want to drop and how we want to move forward. It's a process. Some people, you can just cut out your life. Let's use the example of a job. If you've been looking for another job, you know, if you're smart, you're not just going to drop one job and run to the other, because there's going to be a lapse time where you ain't going to have no pay. You know, most people try to put in their 2 weeks, but, you know, everybody hip to the game and they know that jobs, they be petty and they'll let you go long before your 2 weeks, you know. But still, at least you did your part, you know. You tried to make the transition process easier, you know. We're going to juggle a bit. Even changing your mindset, you know, from one thing to another. From turning the page of looking at your life in one way and looking forward and looking at your life in a completely different way. Retiring an old story to start a new story in your life. You juggle. You juggle. You don't wake up one morning and say, hey, I'm a new bitch. My name ain't Christian no more. Guess what? My name is Sasha. No. Everybody in your life still knows you as Christian. You know, even though you're making the steps to progress forward, you still have some old things to deal with. Do you deal with them in the same degree? No. When somebody you've seen a year ago happen to see you today, are you that same person? No. It's a process. And it's okay to juggle. It's okay to juggle in that process. Eventually we'll get to a point where, you know what, we won't have to no more. We'll drop the ball. And we'll have the focus on one thing, one pinnacle. We'll get rid of the old one. Besides, juggling gets tired. But if you're doing the work and you know you're moving from one space to another, it's a natural process to do this. I don't have to clarify anything. God is good, isn't he? I think the message was overall great. I see that everyone is slowly moving forward. But slowly moving forward doesn't necessarily mean that we have some things we still have to deal with, which is fine. But overall, looking at this message, I can just wrap it up and say, we're no longer in a pity party. We have the drive with the knight, the king, and the queen being our approach, moving forward in our new chapter in our lives. We have the fire, we have the desire, we have the inspiration to do so. Even though we are challenged by the Seven of Cups, there's a lot of options. There's still a lot of self-reflection. There's still a lot of cups that we have to look into and say, hey, did I actually clean that cup out and get to the bottom of this? That's fine. In the meantime, in transition, keep some things to your chest. Everything is not for everybody. Your transition is just that, and everybody is not going to understand it. They're not meant to. We're being clear-headed. This being at our root. We're being clear-headed about where we want to go, what we don't want, what we do want. Things are becoming more clear. The four walls of our stability is in our what we should know, but we don't know, but now we know card. It's the Four of Wands. Our friends, our family, our spirituality, our job, our foundation. Is it being reworked? Absolutely. Do we have to worry about it? No. All we need to do is just make sure that we are doing what's best for us at this time. Don't worry about it. As long as you're working on you, God is going to make sure that you are okay. Six of Swords, moving forward. Being scared of moving forward. Take the leap. In this case, in the Six of Swords, we don't even necessarily have to take a leap. It's not the full card. We just need to get on the boat, have it sail. We'll move from turbulent water to calm water. And once we're making that journey from one end to the other, we'll realize it is not that bad. In the Six of Swords card, these people are not getting in the boat, and once they sail off, you don't see waves all crazy. It's smooth. It's calm. It's not a storm ahead. It's never depicted in those cards, in the Six of Swords cards. It's not so bad. We just got to get going. Outcome, Two of Pentacles. Our life doesn't change overnight, and there is some juggling that we will have to do. Being the King of Swords, we'll realize what it is that we don't necessarily need to juggle anymore. Our approach being the Queen of Wands. She uses her intuition. She knows where she should finesse things in life. She knows exactly who to charm. She knows exactly when she needs to go inside and let her intuition lead. Intuitively, you'll know who it is in your life that you need to be linking up with. who you don't need to waste your time with. Bottom of the deck is our advice card. I haven't seen it, so I want to be shocked just like y'all. It is the Eight of Wands. Again, Eight of Wands. We got this last week. I'm not going to the whole spiel like I did last week. But moving forward, continue to move forward. It will only get easier. Once you're at rock bottom, the only way you can go is up. The communication that we need that gives us that spark of inspiration, that drive, that desire, it'll come. It'll come. I will say it again. Eight of Wands is a happy card. Everything in this deck did not depict anything sad. It was a lighter message. It's a lighter message. Looking at this card, I don't see a delay. There's no delay. Where you need to be, God is positioning you in this space and time to be exactly where you need to be. And moving forward, those who need to communicate, those who need to travel towards you, where you need to travel to, you'll be in the right space, the right place, the right time. It will all line up. It will all line up as it should. Only up from here. Only up from here. Only up from here. I'm happy with this message, and hopefully you're happy with this message too. Until next week, unless God pulls me out a little sooner. Hopefully this message resonated, and if it did, please subscribe, hit the little bell with the little wiggle on the side, and you'll know when I post something new. Comment as well. I'll appreciate it. We're on a journey, people. God is leveling us up to where we need to be in life. It's a process. Ascension, transformation. It's not always easy. But when we're getting to the end of the tunnel and that light gets brighter, the momentum starts to speed up and it gets easier. The burdens get lighter. The clarity you're looking for, you see it. Only up from here. Thanks for visiting me again. And hopefully you can come by for another visit sooner than later.